Presented by EA Sports in association with the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. I'm Rich Lerner, and beside me is my friend and colleague Frank Nobilo. We're in the state of California, set to kick off the round here at the challenging PGA West course. Par 72 setting up as a demanding challenge to any golfer stepping on this course, especially, Frank, when it comes down to the 17th hole. They call it Alcatraz.
Well, as we know, hardly anybody gets out of Alcatraz. I want to throw a little nugget in. In 2000, Joe Daly looked like he was going to get his tour card, hit a putt from 3 foot, hit the liner, bounce back out. A lot of things can happen on 17.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering
it looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. In red figures at 1 under par. To the second hole now, par 4, only 371 yards. Frank, what do players need to look out for off the tee?
It's really a layup hole here. No need to hit driver down there. The biggest bunker in the distance there is about 300 yards. You have to... Well, when he goes after it like he is here...
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super. Smoked that one. Got the measurement out there, Rich. Looks like 290 yards.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this. Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Well, that was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
So that's a drop shot. Now to the third hole, a par 4, 471 yards. Frank, break this hole down for us.
Well, the trouble appears down that left side with the series of bunkers, but you've got to take into account the trees that are well positioned down the right side. Plus, as you can see, this fairway is not exactly flat. Just smokes it.
That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left, so it really does suit a shot coming in from the right. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. That one ends up in the rough.
Oh, that went sideways.
He'll need to be strong with this. How good was that, Frank, from the rough?
Oh, that's amazing. That's a master class in short game.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Still even par for the day. Frank, we're not at the beach. We're in the California desert. but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, and just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do.
Slight miss, and they'll have to deal with some of the heavy grass. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Drops it, and he's at even par. So we played our first par 3, now to the first par 5 on this golf course at PGA West. It is the 535-yard fifth hole. Frank, it appears as though it rewards precision off the tee.
And the bombers too. You can run out of water at 335 yards. So for the Dustin Johnsons of the world and the Rory McIlroys, that's nearly doable. But if you can't hit it that far, it's quite obvious. You've got to keep it down the right side. And for those people, they put 2 little bunkers there.
So from the rough back to the fairway, that's the right way to go.
Yeah, didn't take the bait, and at least now he's only going to play the price of a poor tee shot. Still got a good chance, though, getting away with par.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. It's a big putt right here for birdie. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. What a hole this is. 255 yards, par 3, water everywhere you look. This is a real test.
Yeah, it's called Amen.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
That was not a very good read right there. And getting ready for the putt. Oh, I thought he had that. Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. A makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. So with that, the score is now at even par. We're at the 7th now, 346 yards with plenty of water on that right side. How do you handle this one, Frank?
You've got to pick a target there. A lot of people think when they're laying up off the tee, and that's exactly what this hole is. You just blaze away at something down the left side. But if you're going to pick a tree, don't just pick the tree. Pick a branch or a leaf. Be more specific.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble. And there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
And to generate some momentum here at the 7th hole, this for birdie.
It's no snack, though.
Really rolling at this point. 3 birdies for the round. Now we're at the 8th hole here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. 559-yard par 5. Frank, what are the options here?
A good tee shot, you can certainly reach this par 5 and 2. There's a crosswalk that comes across in that vicinity of 330 yards. That's sort of the green light area if you can get it down there. Anything short of that, it becomes very much a 3-shotter. If you can get it close to that crosswork that goes there, then certainly this becomes opportunity knocks.
Playing his second shot here at the par 5. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. Frank, you played in conditions all over the world. Here come the winds now. What's the mindset?
Well, this is really what separates the men from the boys. This is where you've got to tell yourself, and it's an advantage to you. Obviously, the scores will go up a little bit, given the conditions. But once again, this is going to suit the stronger player today.
You like the old phrase, swing easy when it's breezy?
Definitely when you're hitting it into a head breeze. But down breeze, tee it up a little bit, try and ride that wind some more.
Stacking birdies, that's how you put a score on the board. So 2 straight, headed in the right direction. Frank, the 9th hole at 452 yards. That water down the right is really a test of a player's driving ability, isn't it?
It is, and his ability to sort of take the shot on. Ideally, just something with a little bit of a fade, unless you can carry the ball 300 yards. Then you can shoot just past that bunker. But when you look at the hole, notice how that fairway just starts to open up. So Pete Dye will reward an aggressive tee shot, but also he'll punish it if it's wayward.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse, good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. With that ball sitting up, you can bring it in high, you can bring it in low. The choice is yours. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
What a shot.
What are the chances of making it from there?
Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah.
Looks to be a good setup going into the green here at the 10th. Frank, no reason here to think we're going to see anything other than another good shot.
Yeah, in a great flow, and golf like this looks easy. Hazard.
Maybe wet. Just averted danger right there. So close. What is... That's birdie, and that's just another example of how everything seems to be clicking today, especially on the greens.
Yeah, good green reading too. You've got to take your hat off to that. The line has been perfect and the pace has matched it.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, it's certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
Third shot, looking for a good one. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. That's good stuff right there. Wonderful approach, and now a really good look at birdie. How about this? This would be a 5th consecutive birdie.
Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair.
Starting to feel it. 2 in a row. 5 under for the tournament. Right now another clever, small par 4, only 363 yards here at the 12th.
A couple of different options here, Rich. You can lay it up just short of where that nose of the bunker starts to poke out on the right side of the fairway. Then you go on for a little extra.
Gave that the full treatment. Get up.
There's always advantage of hitting it further than most, Rich, and straighter than most. When you put the two together, it's just straight up a head start.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie. I've heard of being on the zone, but this is he's just making it look so easy.
Just sensational golf. I mean, he is knocking down every flagstick right now. What a performance. And now we're at the par 3, 13th hole, 214 yards.
This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the tall cabbage. That ball is swallowed up. Second shot coming out of the rough here. That is classy.
They had a chance of going in.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really. Poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play. 290, 300 yard category down there where it's just a flick wedge. Oh, that's fine.
This is just a superb performance. Great round to this point, Frank, and you can really see that reflected in his mood today.
Yeah, it just looks too easy. Swinging the club beautifully. Ball's going exactly where he wants it to. He's not trying to take too many risks. So consequently, he's getting birdie opportunity after birdie opportunity.
Oh, no, look out, Frank. I think he flushed that one.
Oh, this is going, gone.
So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
And he's made the green. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Solid par 4 here. The 15th is 468 yards. Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he was thinking on that.
Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Now to the par 5 16th. Frank, this is a pretty solid hole.
Like all the other par 5s here, length gets a big advantage here. This hole, as you mentioned, bends to the left. And that bunker can be taken out of play by the longest hitters. 326 yards will get you past that. Otherwise, there's sort of a V shoot down the right side that everybody else has to respect.
Officials calling that one around 310 yards. Good lie in the fairway, and a good chance to make something happen here. Frank, this TPC Stadium course in La Quinta, California has quite a history, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Every style of golf, age group, and whether it's someone trying to get their tour card at the tour school, skins games played here from 1986 to 1991, even the PGA Club Professional Championship, they've all come and played here. It's so good to see it on the back on the rotation. But I've got to say, the one thing, and I was there in 2000, it was the PGA Tour Q School. He was looking like he was going to make his PGA Tour card. Had a putt of about 3 feet, and I think he was playing with Craig Burks, who went on to win the Players Championship. Joe Daly hits this putt, hits the back of the hole, the liner in the hole, and popped out on the front left. Never saw that before. It was amazing. And as luck would have it, Joe Daly missed his tour card by 1 shot.
That was as cruel a twist as I have ever seen in golf. This one doesn't look good.
There's water up.
And he went for the brief swim there, Frank. He's trying to stay dry now.
He is. Just trying to avoid water on the brain as well. This will take a good swing.
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Pretty good shot, Frank, just inside of 20 feet.
And 19 feet is what we're hearing. Just seems an absolute waste. Got to take your time.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Boy, those will knock the wind out of your sails. Double bogey. One great hole after another here at PGA West. The finishing hole, no exception. Frank, what can we expect here?
Great finishing hole. It's amazing. If you took the 3 bunkers we're first going to see down the right side, this would almost be a nothing hole. But because they're perfectly situated here, they really shrink up that driving area down the left side. And this is just a reward for a great swing, a great strike, a great shot.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Looks like he just misread that. Settles in over the putt. Good effort, just didn't drop. Just a tap in to finish the hole. So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 17th hole has really put him in a bad way. Just not playing well. Frank, that was an impressive round out there today.
Couldn't agree more, Rich. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of this tournament plays out.